Welcome back to another video. In this video, I'm there's probably another videos about this. Well, there is probably, but I'm just gonna be going over what the best train is in Dead Reels, in my opinion. Now, as you can see, I have the survivalist class with the cattle car. So obviously, I like the cattle car the most. But if we're talking about the default train, obviously it's not. It's the worst. No, it's not the worst train in my opinion. Um, because in my opinion, the Gold Rush is the worst. Just because it says flex to other players. That's not the reason it's the worst though. The only reason I think it's the worst is because it's the same as just a normal train, but you can just flex on other players, and it's 250 bonds. So what's the point of spending your money on this train if you can just get this train? Now, the armor train is pretty good, but the thing that sucks about it is it's slowed in the normal train, and uses the fuel faster. So, it has turrets, it's protected, so it's not a bad train. It's actually the second best train in my opinion. But I just don't think you should save up an extra 50 bonds. I'm pretty sure 50 bonds. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, another 50 bonds. You can just get the cattle car, which is 225. So out of all of these trains besides the default, it's the cheapest. And you can there's a wooden box with 3 entrances and a roof hatch. It's not like it's that good, but armor train, there's many ways to get fuel in the game, but this will probably keep the most monsters out. Well, not monsters, the most like zombies and vampires and wolves out. And you can block off all of these entrances. Hold on, let me just. And plus, you can only get in through the back, through the armored train. Cattle car can get in through 3 entrances, but if you block them off, you can get in that little. Here, let me bring out my mouse so I can point it out to you. This little space right here, you can jump up and then get inside. Also, I don't know if you've been seeing those videos that are going around where they have like the best train and there's like stuff all in it, and like the cattle car is good for that because in my opinion it feels like it's more like in there, and it's more like a house kind of. And then the gold. Sorry, I was just talking to my mom. And then, if we're going back to the gold train, if you're gonna buy the gold train, it's 25 more than the default train. I mean, not default, cattle car. So it's more than the cattle car. And honestly, you could buy this if you're like really good at Dead Reels and you just have bonds that you don't know what to do with. But I mean, it's honestly not that good of a train. So I'm saying if you want to buy a train, you should either buy the cattle car or the armored train. But if you're gonna buy the armored train, just remember, you have to save up 50 more bonds in order just to get that. Now, another thing that I want to just go over what I think is the best class in my opinion. It's so the musician. I'm gonna go through all of the classes, so it might take a while. The musician, it's a really bad class in my opinion. I don't know why people would ever buy it, because I don't know why you would buy the musician if you could get the Miner, because the Miner is a pretty good class. It spawns with Cool, has a headlamp that always provides light, so if you go into a dark area, you can see, and or like if you find like a rock or gold or silver, you can you spawn with a pickaxe that will one-shot it if you fully charge it up. And then Cool, you spawn with 2 Cool and a mining helmet. Oh, and also the Musician, another reason why it's bad is you can play a banjo and slowly heal nearby players but not yourself. Why would you want to heal nearby players but not yourself? And you don't even spawn with a weapon. So you just gotta hope someone, I don't know, you just gotta get a weapon or somehow. Doctor spawned with healing items can revive teammates by sacrificing half of your own health. No bandage required. It spawns with 2 snake oil, 2 bandage. If we're talking about the classes for 15 bombs, I would say go with the Miner. But second option, Doctor, and do not buy the Musician. It's bad. Astrons, I'm sorry, I don't really know how to pronounce that. It does double fire damage and it spawns with Molotovs, 4 Molotovs. The only reason, this is a kind of good class, the only reason I would recommend to buy it, what if you run out of Molotovs? Oh, you can buy more Molotovs. What's the point of spending more money to buy more Molotovs whenever you can just get something like the Survivalist or the Werewolf? Now Packmaster, honestly, it's not the best unless you want to have an army of dogs, because you spawn with 3 tame dogs, and any wolf that attacks you will become like on your side. So I mean, it's not the worst class. My friend actually has it. It's not that bad. And also, if you're trying to complete the task, tame 15 dogs, this will be wolves. This will be good class to have. Necromancer. This is also for 35. Yeah. Necromancer, enemies killed with melee weapon has a 25% chance of being reincarnated as a cost of 10 health. At the cost of 10 health. I think that this means if you kill like a zombie, they might come back and be on your side, and you might lose 10 of your health. I don't really know. Never really seen anyone with this class, but it doesn't seem that bad, honestly. It doesn't seem that bad, but I would still probably go with the Packmaster if I had to pick between the 35s, and there's only one for 20, and that's this one, so obviously I'll pick this out of 20 bonds. Werewolf, and let's see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, no. Okay, so there's 550 bonds one. The Werewolf, really good. It has 2 times speed, damage, and health at night, but 0.9 times the day. So I think how it works is he's really overpowered in the day. I mean, in the night. He's really overpowered in the night, but in the day he's a little bit weak. Well, good bit weaker. So he's pretty good class. And I have him. I don't usually use him that much, but I do have him. Like, if I'll play with someone else that has a survivalist class, I'll be the werewolf, because why not? High Ruler, also pretty good. Also, if you're trying to get that task, that challenge, that you gotta get $10,000 in a game, this is a pretty good class. Here's why. Whenever you collect money bags, it gives you 1.5 times more money. But if it's lightning night, you might want to maybe stay in your train, because they do have a 10 times more likely chance to be struck by lightning. So you might want to stay in your train if it's a lightning night. Besides that, it's a pretty good class. Cowboy spawns the player with a revolver, ammo, and a tamed horse. I mean, this one doesn't seem bad. I mean, the revolver isn't the best. If it was a navy revolver, it'd be better. But I mean, only so much you can put in one class. So with a tamed horse, it's not that bad of a class, honestly. I would say get high roller instead of cowboy, but that's just my opinion. Conductor, you can drive the train at a faster speed, but they don't spawn with a melee weapon. So if earlier I talked about the armored train. If I was gonna get that armored train, I would probably go with conductor to make it faster. But honestly, conductor, in my opinion, just get the miner. If you don't have the armored train, the miner spawns with 2 cool plus a pickaxe plus a helmet, and it's like the conductor's like, I don't know, like 30 more bonds or something like that. So I would prefer the miner, but if you want to get to the end and speed run, this might be a good class for you. Let's see. I'd never even looked at this guy. So, defensive specialist focus on formation spawns of items that they can use to defend the train. Okay, so 3 barbed wire, 3 metal sheets, shovel, and helmet. Not that bad of a class if you're trying to make an armored train. Pretty good class, actually. Never really looked at this class, but it's pretty good. Now, I'm probably gonna, if a lot of people watch this, I'm probably gonna get a lot of hate for this stuff. Oh, I forgot to say, out of all the 50 Bond ones, the werewolf to the Elmer, I don't know. I would say the werewolf is the best in my opinion. Vampire. If a lot of people watch this, I'm probably gonna get a lot of hate. Vampire is one of the worst classes here. Increased movement speed and melee damage, but it takes damage in direct sunlight. So it doesn't die in direct sunlight. But what if there's a house, like back there, and it's nighttime and you want to go with your friends or something? It turns daytime. You just have to wait for him, because he might die. You just have to wait for him. Or he could die, and then he could purposely die, then you come and you heal him. That's just wasting a bandage. And I mean, you spawn with a vampire knife, which is good. But, I mean, the first thing, whenever you load into the game, you're gonna take damage. Like, the first thing whenever you load into the game, you're taking damage. So I honestly think for 75 bonds, don't buy the vampire. Survivalist, the class I main. The lower the health you're at, the more damage you do. So if you're like at 1 HP, you fully charge up your weapon. Even if I don't know if you have to fully charge up, that zombie's dead if he's at full health. And you spawn with a tomahawk. It's a better weapon than a shovel, but you still spawn with a shovel. So, pretty good class. Milkman, the more you're covered in milk, the more powerful you will become. I don't really know the Milkman that much, so I don't know how powerful you will become. But you only spawn with 1 bottle of milk. And, I mean, I've saw a couple bottles of milk play in the game. But, I think that this class is good towards like maybe the end, and maybe if you loot like the castle or dangerous places, is probably a good class. But like just to play the game and beat it, not going to dangerous places, I don't know if it's that good of a class, but I could be wrong. Zombie, you can eat dead bodies to replenish your health, but can no longer use bandages or snake oil, less detected by enemies. So, I guess if an outlaw, if they're like pretty far away from you, they're gonna see you. So I guess maybe they might not succeed a zombie. Um, you could eat dead bodies to get your health up, obviously. But the fact that you can't use bandages or snake oil, it just makes it a lot harder. Because what if you have no dead bodies and you're very low? You just gotta wait it out. So zombie is not the worst class, but not the best class. Priest, immune to lightning strikes, shovel, two crucifix, holy water. I would say the only reason you buy this class is for the starting stuff like the holy water and the crucifix. Oh my god, crucifix. Um, but I mean, think about it. How much times do you get struck by lightning in the game? If you're immune to lightning strikes, it doesn't really help that much. You don't get struck by lightning that much times in a game, so I wouldn't buy that. And then we have the most expensive class, the last class, the Ironclad, which is for 100 bonds, a heavily armored warrior with exceptional defense, movement speed reduced by 10% due to the weight of the armor. Um, and obviously they're stronger because they have a bunch of armor, but you're slow. So if you're getting chased by something, probably gonna die if you don't have anything. But I mean, is it worth 100 bonds? I don't think so. So I would not buy the Ironclad unless you're just bored and you want to buy the Ironclad and you have a lot of bonds left over. I wouldn't buy the Ironclad though because I don't have a lot of bonds right now. But since there's only 100, we're not going to be like ranking that or whatever. We are going to be ranking the 75s, which includes the vampire, specialist, milkman, zombie, priest, and that's it. I think the survivalist is the best one, not the vampire. Vampire, or the worst one is the priest, in my opinion. Vampire is probably the second worst one. And then probably milkman. No, then probably zombie, then probably milk. Hold on, I'm gonna make a list of the 75s. Goes to greatest to worst. Survivalist number 1, milkman number 2, zombie number 3, vampire number 4, and priest number 5. So that's just what I think. But I am gonna load into a match real quickly, just to show you how much room you have in the cattle car. Basically, I'm not gonna be like I'm not gonna be like playing. I'm just gonna show you what the cattle car looks like in person. Well, not in person, but like in the game. So we have a little like area to jump up right here, like I was showing, and a pretty big entranceway. So 2 entranceways, and then a little roof hatch that you can just climb and shoot monsters from the top. But say if you let's just grab these newspapers over here. And we're gonna act like this is sheet metal. So it like takes up a bunch of space. You grab this, you put it right here so no zombies or anything come up. You put it right here. You can obviously do a better job too. I'm just kind of throwing them there. And then you see you can get out from there, but you're like, if you fully block it off, you like can't get in, especially if it's sheet metal. You can't get in. That way you can because it's newspaper and I didn't try that hard. But yeah, I can't get in that way. Well, it's probably a way, but let's see. I can do that. Just gonna try to position this. And you can probably still get in. But say you're blocked out you can just climb up here, and then you're good, and you can start driving again. So you still have room. It does get kind of dark at night, so I recommend put a light in here. Well, so does a default train, but it gets pretty dark in here, so I would recommend putting like a light or something. But I mean, this is how it looks. It's pretty good train if you ask me. But that's where I'm going to end up the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.